Well, welcome back to the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gatling and Gino Fronti. And first off, we would like to thank you. We thank you. So many of you are now starting to join us. You're starting to share us. We like being shared.
It's good. Being shared is good.
Because we're trying to put the word out as much as possible, give you real information about what's really happening in the financial world and the markets, especially now with all the stuff going on in the news today. There's a lot of media spins going on.
Yeah.
So it's great information we're sharing, and we give you facts to back up what we're talking about.
Yeah, and you'll see that we're also trying to pull up reports that are a little bit off the beaten path, right? So you'll always get PPI and GDP and Case-Shiller and all of those.
Oh, there you go. You sound like a rapper.
From your standard media. But we're going to bring up some reports like the one we have today that not everybody digs into.
Yeah, but it'll give you some insight of what's really happening behind the scenes.
All right, let's take a look.
First slide, here we go.
Okay, I know this looks confusing, right, Don?
Means nothing to you, I'm sure.
Well, you have to look at it. I'm kind of a spreadsheet guy, so the only column to really be overly concerned about here is to look all the way to the right where you look at total issuance. And what total issuance means is these are the total FHA loans that have been originated in the country.
Yeah, Ginnie Mae, just so you know, is basically the insurer of FHA loans. They purchase and sell FHA loans.
So I would like to look at this and call it a liquidity test to see how much FHA is being utilized. Mm-hmm. And you'll see that it varies. But right now, for the first time in the last few years, we've finally seen a decline in FHA issuance, which could be foreseen as good because that means more people are possibly getting conventional loans, maybe with equity rising.
Other options?
Yeah, with equity rising, they're taking advantage of other options. I like that other options. When we get into slide number 2, well, that'll make a big impact.
All right. The other thing you can look at is the potential, because we have seen sale prices going up and up and up. FHA tends to be a first-time buyer type program. Not always, but it tends to be, because it's very flexible with ratios, very flexible with income, very flexible with assets and credit and so forth. So maybe it's decreased because the prices are getting above what most FHA buyers utilize.
That's possible too. Let's take a look at slide number 2. All right, I love this slide. And what's really interesting, now here you're going to focus on everything on the left instead of everything on the right. And if you look at total issuance year over year, look at that drop off in 2005, 6, 7, and 8. Right? There was almost no FHA issuance relative to today. And then look at the boom in 08, 09.
Almost 4 times as much.
Yeah, and it's just amazing how it fell off. Now, why would you think that, Don, in those years?
It could have been the creative financing that had 100% financing, so why bother putting 3.5% down for an FHA loan?
Right, and then didn't FHA have mortgage insurance and you actually had to qualify for it back then?
Oh, heaven forbid.
Right, so during the years where we had stated income at 100% financing available, not a lot of FHA loans were issued. So now you can see that we're back to a normalized market. And this is going to be an indicator that we're going to watch. If we see these numbers fall off dramatically, that could be a warning sign of an impending issue.
Because we keep letting you know that don't panic, even though you're going to hear that there's more flexibility. We want more flexibility in lending. We need more flexibility in lending. It's not a problem if you qualify. The problems we had in the past is not all you qualified, and we had speculators and basically Ponzi.
Yeah, a lot of fraud, too. I mean,
Yes.
Quite frankly, a lot of this industry was just full of fraud, and we don't see that today in our industry.
No,
We
so
really
the
don't.
market's strong. Real estate market's strong. Get in.
It's real.
It's
This
real.
real estate market is real.
That's where it comes from. All right, you heard it right here in the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gatling and Gino Fronti. You can find out more by going to nrecafe.com or get these sent right to your phone by texting NREC to the number 58885.